Coming at you like a horde of orcs, huh?
Oh, yeah. So it's what it feels like in my throat right now. All that fighting we just watched, that's what's going on in my sinuses. My allergies are acting up. Nah. Anyway, World of Warcraft, or just Warcraft. This is not World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
So it's been a while. I barely played the first Warcraft game.
All the way back on DOS.
Yeah, back when I had our old compact computer.
Yeah.
I don't.
Wild 486.
The thing is, like, I've never been a fan of real-time strategy.
Neither have I.
So I kind of got bored with the game. Bored and frustrated because all that would happen would be like, I'm ready to do stuff, and then suddenly it's like, you need wood. And I'm like, okay, get the wood. And it's like, you need more wood. And I'm like, okay, we'll get more wood. And then the orcs would show up and kill all my guys. Yeah. That's how that game ended with me.
Pretty much.
So
well, thankfully, this movie wasn't 3 hours of resource mining.
Oh,
so
God.
That's a plus.
Oh, my God. Oh, boy. Yeah. I will say that I did play World of Warcraft. I kind of skipped ahead.
I played for like 2 months and then I quit.
Yeah, I played for a while because I was having fun with it, but no one I really knew ever played with me. So, and I actually, it sucks because I got like, I was in one of the biggest guilds on my server. My server by the guy from the movie, Medivh. Medivh, yeah, that was the name of the server. So
no kidding.
If you played Alliance on Medivh about 10 years ago, I probably ran into you at some point. Yeah, so when I played World of Warcraft, I was in the biggest guild on my server, and I hit the level cap, and I'm like, hey guys, I'm at level cap, can I come raid with you? And they're like, you don't have the right gear to raid. And I'm like, okay, can someone come help me get the right gear to raid? And no, we're too busy raiding.
Yeah,
like,
sounds like World of Warcraft.
So I couldn't, I got so bored with that game because I hit the level cap and there was nothing left to do. I was getting into like, closed off areas. Yeah. I still have screenshots of my guys standing in front of the tree in Hyjal.
Nice.
The area that was closed off at the time. So then I stopped playing, but
yeah.
The reason why I'm saying this is because it's been a while too, and I don't really remember a whole lot about the storyline of World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
And I feel like you really, really, really needed to know that shit.
Yeah.
In order to fully enjoy this movie.
Yeah. Like, I have some limited knowledge myself, but even it's like I knew what certain places were. Yeah. But beyond that, it's just
I knew some of the names. I knew the places.
Yeah.
And that was about it. As far as like who did what, and like I don't remember a storyline about. They implied that Medivh was that one orc girl's father.
Yeah,
I don't recall that was a thing.
Okay, I was just saying, for the first 45 minutes of this movie, I had no idea who the fuck anybody was.
Yeah.
Everything kept jumping from scene to scene so fast, and like, especially the orcs, whenever they talk like they're gargling sand.
Well, that's because they have giant teeth coming out of their mouth. You're trying to talk like this. We're gonna get for the horde. They don't wipe the drool off of my chin. Wait a minute.
Exactly. Can you not spit when you talk? No, it's
impossible. But actually, the storyline at the very beginning was kind of true, if I recall, because I played WoW up to Burning Crusade, and in Burning Crusade, a portal opens up to a new world. And supposedly that's the world where the orcs came from. The orcs are essentially aliens.
Essentially.
Yeah.
So are the Draenei, if I remember
and the Draenei, which were
space goats,
which were in the movie very briefly.
Yeah.
Until they got their souls sucked out so the portal can open. Yeah, that was pretty, because the Draenei are cool, but they kind of got wasted. Sequel maybe. Ha. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, I will say, the production value of this movie was great.
It was so pretty to look at.
All the armor was completely accurate.
Yeah.
The soldiers had the boomsticks when they were fighting the orcs. The orc armor looked really cool.
Yeah, very elaborate.
All the locations were great, like Stormwind and Ironforge, and
yeah, you can tell every dollar went into the set pieces and the effects in this movie.
Elohim Forest. Yeah, but it looked great, and I think that's one of the things that can almost save it, but
the problem is it's all style and no substance. Really.
Yeah.
I didn't really give a shit about anything that was going on.
Yeah. Did you make you vomit a little bit?
No, I was thinking back to Batman vs Superman.
Oh, dude.
Anyway,
is that going to be a requirement of our videos from now on? We gotta mention Batman v Superman in every video.
Sorry, man. Caused the acid reflux to kick up. But anyway,
those wounds are gonna take a while to heal.
Yes, they will. But anyway.
Yeah. So
yeah, it was like very pretty. It was. What's the best way to describe it? I mean, it's very pretty, but there's nothing up there.
Yeah, it's true. I was hoping maybe there'd be a little more exploration of the world, because we saw some of the races, but we didn't see all of them.
Yeah.
The only horde race was the orcs.
That was really it. Yeah.
Didn't see the trolls. Didn't see the taurens. I was hoping I was hoping we'd get to the undead, because I love their storyline.
Yeah. I think, in all honesty, though, this was a prequel to like everything.
Yeah. Like probably.
It really was a retelling of Horse and Humans. It was not anything to do with WoW or anything like that. So if that's what if any of you diehard Warcraft enthusiasts out there were hoping for, sorry. Yeah, unless you were around when the original first DOS game came out.
Yeah, I don't even know if you could play that anymore.
You can. You probably need DOS box
or something.
Yeah.
Assuming people still have their discs.
Yep.
You think maybe like Blizzard would release those like just for download or something?
I know. I want them to put out Rock and Roll Racing, but that's another.
They're too busy with Overwatch.
Yeah.
La di da. What was I gonna say? Damn it! I had a point to make and I can't remember.
Sorry.
Shoot. Damn it! I lost it. God damn.
You lost your train of thought.
I lost my train of thought.
You forgot it just like this. Just as you forgot this. Yeah, you forgot this movie because it's unforgettable.
Oh, okay. I remember. Okay. The trailers kind of lied, because they implied that this is going to be like, the orcs and humans are fighting. Obviously, that's pretty much the point of the game, and then it implies that we need to work together to stop a common enemy, and they started to do that.
But then that got totally derailed.
Yeah, it got completely derailed.
Yeah.
Because there was they had the one half orc girl helping them, and then the one orc that was basically what happened was, one of the orcs was like I guess he was supposed to be a shaman or
like
a mage or something.
Shaman that used the Fel, which is like this corruptive magic.
Green energy that requires a life force. That's how they got to Azeroth.
Yeah.
And he was like, this is not honorable. This is not our way. So we need to stop him, but we need the help of the humans. So they arranged.
One chieftain, yeah.
Yeah, they arranged for. He was kind of like the main character on the orc side too. Mm-hmm. He was an interesting character too, because I was kind of with him for a while, but then
he really was the only one with any real depth.
Yeah, maybe
Lotharian,
yeah, him too. It was a pretty.
Again, I didn't realize who he was until halfway through the movie. But anyway.
Yeah. So he wanted to like get the humans here, so he's like tells the orc girl, like, tell them we're gonna meet them over here. I think it was the canyon in the plains, that giant fucking area you have to run through.
Yeah.
So like we're gonna try and defeat them, and then the other orcs ambushed. So that plan got completely derailed, because they were like, oh, this was a trap all along, but it really wasn't.
And Medivh, the Guardian, turned out to be a traitor who was high on the Fel.
Yeah, he was the. the one mage guy that was there, I forget his name. I honestly cannot remember.
I'm gonna call him Shia LaBeouf because that's what I really thought of throughout the entire film.
Oh, come on, he wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't bad, but still, he just like had the same awkward, dopey look on his face, the kind of half-finished mustache.
Yeah. So
I'm the new Guardian. Yeah, that's great, kid.
Yeah, so he figured the kid figured out that the orcs came to their world because something called them there. Like they got the fell from someone. Yeah. And they, the half orc girl was like, is some kind of, I don't remember much about him, but he's some kind of demon. Yeah. And it turned out to be, Medivh.
Yeah. Muad'Dib. Sorry, I'm getting my characters mixed up, but yeah. Yeah.
Who turned out to be evil, and then he turned into a demon.
Yeah, he turned into Illidan basically.
Yeah, he looked like Illidan.
Yeah.
Like. I mean, it could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's not Illidan, but it looked like Illidan. It
looked like Illidan.
Yeah, so they had to stop him, and meanwhile, the King of Stormwind was rescuing all the humans that were being used as food for the portal. God, this movie was all over the place.
It was really all over the place, even more so than Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, yeah.
It was just hard to get emotionally invested in it.
Yeah,
that's the biggest failing.
Things that happened in it were cool.
Yeah,
like you said, the first part of the movie was kind of whatever. The final part of the movie was a clusterfuck. Mm-hmm. A lot of stuff in the middle was really cool.
Yeah,
yeah, like the battles and that ambush with the orcs and the Elwyn forest.
In the forest, yes.
Yeah, that was cool when they had to all fight. I'm kind of... I don't think I dislike this movie, but I feel like maybe there could have been something more to it.
Yeah, there could have been a lot more to it.
Yeah.
And especially since Blizzard is known for its characters and everything, being so well established, to see them fall so flat on their faces when the movie... it was kind of disappointing. It got a solid meh from me.
Yeah. I mean, I would say if you're a... Because I know some people on Facebook that said who are big Warcraft fans, and they said they really liked it.
Yeah.
So at best, I would say if you're a big Warcraft fan, then you might enjoy it because, like I said, you need a little bit of knowledge to know what the hell they're talking about.
Yeah, but if you're a filthy casual like me, then you're probably not gonna enjoy it as much.
I mean, I like I said, it's been a while since I played WoW. I recall storyline stuff in WoW, but it's usually like you're in a new area now, and then there's these ruins, and this is the significance of these ruins, and I'm like, okay, cool.
And kill 10 spiders.
Yeah, kill 10 spiders. Kill the spiders and the boars. Lots of boars.
Now you're in a new area. Kill the birds. That's why I stopped playing WoW. Anyway,
it's basically the same things over and over, unless you get a group together and you get the big quests.
Yep.
And when I was able to do that, it was fun. Unfortunately, it didn't happen very often.
Yeah.
Like, we would need to get like a group of people around here to play WoW if I ever want to play it again.
Which I think at this point I don't really
Also, I don't know if it's still like this, but they kind of... I remember the last time I was with WoW, they kind of boosted EXP so you can level up a lot quicker.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I remember I had 3 characters that I had kind of working together to help. I had like a whole business going with 3 characters because I had a warrior who was a skinner and an enchanter, 2 things that shouldn't go together, but I didn't know any better at the time. So then I played a hunter, which hunter was my favorite class. So I played
a dwarven hunter myself.
I made my hunter a leathersmith and a tailor. So I would get all my like skin everything as I'm going around, and then I'd mail all my skins to my hunter, and then have my hunter make clothes and stuff, and then I would have the hunter send it back to my warrior, who would enchant it, and then we put it in the auction house.
Oh my god!
You know what? The one cool thing about WoW is that it does teach you money management, and it teaches you because it has its own economy. And I remember. I think MacPat did an episode about this, where like actual real world economists study WoW's economy to make predictions for our economy, and it's accurate. Watch that video; it's really interesting.
That's kind of creepy.
Yeah, So I think what this is boiling down to is play the games.
Yeah, essentially, yeah, you kind of have to.
Yeah.
Or if you don't have time to play the games, just skim through a playthrough online.
Yeah.
Watch the cutscenes at least.
Yeah, read up on the lore because the lore is interesting.
Yeah, I will admit it is.
Other than that, again, if you're a big fan of World of Warcraft or just Warcraft, I rent the movie. Get a matinee or something. Don't get a full price.
Don't spend too much money.
Yeah, but other than that,
again,
it's about average for a video game movie, I'd say.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Take that for what it's worth.
Yeah, like I said, really it was all style, no real substance, except for maybe one or two characters.
Yeah.
So
everyone else was kind of superfluous.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh well. Anyway, that's World of Warcraft. Or I keep calling it World of Warcraft.
Yeah, just Warcraft, not World.
I'm so used to World of Warcraft. That's why.
Yeah. So.
All right.
If anything, there probably will be a sequel based on Tides of Darkness. But we'll see.
As long as they introduce the undead, and if they introduce the undead, then they need to introduce the night elves.
Well, that won't be until Warcraft 3.
Yeah. Oh well. Well, I mean, they introduced the Draenei. They didn't show up until World of Warcraft, if I recall.
Yeah, true.
Even though they were only at the beginning, and then they didn't last very long.
No, they did not.
Anyway, all right, that's enough.
Yep.
Prattling on. It was okay.
Yep.
So,
we'll go with that.
Go play WoW instead.
All righty.
Later.
Later.